So we're going to talk about this Lyle Collins agent addressing the rumor. Now, oftentimes we go into this mindset that, hey, players are doing this, players are doing that, and of course, in 2015 when Lyle Collins was available, we were looking at it like, man, you talking about a player that we can grab because he was undrafted because of the nefarious things that happened to whatever happened with his girlfriend or ex-girlfriend, what have you, and he was being questioned. And it was during that time frame where the NFL was very PC. They was looking at it like, nah, but the Cowboys said, you know what, we would take the risk. And trust me, he's been a clean sheet since then. And even before that time frame, he had nothing to do with it, right? Fast forwarding to present day Lyle Collins, right tackle for the Dallas Cowboys. One can argue that he went through some growing pains to become one of the better right tackles in the NFL, but the problem was with that is that I still have him listed as a guard. I think that he's better suited power inside. He just have that ferocious attack to the game, and he's a mauler. He will put you down on the dirt, in between the grass, right? And we needed that type of an aggression, that type of mentality on this team. I think that tackles are a little bit more finesse on that side of it. You don't get a chance to see the demonstrations of him mauling and putting people down on the ground and these sorts of things, even going back to 2018. And his footwork was kind of slow, off his release, not that great. Remember in 2018, hell, even he sacked Dak Prescott in that playoff game against the Rams or what have you. Pivotal part of that drive, by the way. But when we contextualize Lyle Collins' career, we can say, all right, cool. He's been solid, collectively speaking. He have not been trash. He got his coin, got his bag, got his paper. Last season, right before the season kicked off, he showed up overweight. That's typical. It was a pandemic, COVID everywhere, right? And the big boy probably stayed in the house, did his thing, didn't want to sully or anything out there, didn't want to go out there and try to be a hero man, right? Stayed in the house, didn't do really a lot of workout and conditioning. Showed up overweight, and then came a car wreck, and then came a quote-unquote injuries to the hip. We don't know what came first, the chicken or the egg, right? The car wreck caused the injury or the injury was already there. I'm going to let you guys paint that picture. I'm going to let you guys build that scenario based off of what really happened. No one would knows, but only one person knows, right? And that's Lyle Collins. Now, just like his representative, his agent, had to address the rumor saying that his client is not thinking about retiring, and all his client is thinking about is going to the Super Bowl. You know, oftentimes, and I don't think that the news and the waves were that big or that massive of saying that, hey, Lyle Collins is retiring. All of the four-letter networks talking about it. No, it wasn't that big of a rumor. It was a small one. All I'm saying is when there's smoke, there is absolutely fire. And there's got to be a lot of smoke with this. And we will know at the start of this year whether or not Lyle is really focused in on playing football for the Dallas Cowboys for the 2021 season. Now, if you go to his private Instagram page, you'll see that he's working hard, working on his mechanics, working on his release, working on so many things out there pertaining that right tackle position. And we can look back at it last season. Lo and behold, if Lyle Collins was healthy and ready last season, we wouldn't have seen a Terrence Steele, or you can call him Aluminum, whatever you want to call him. That brother got some valuable reps out there on the highest of the highest level of football. Terrence Steele, undrafted as well, right? All we want to say is this, Cowboy Nation. If the brother is dialed in and he's ready to go, let him go and play the best football and be the best version of yourself. But if you ain't really dialed in, and if you ain't really putting that work in, but we'll find out, because oftentimes people fail to realize when you get paid your coin, when you get paid that bag, all eyes is on you now. All eyes on you, and we're going to be looking for those productions, because everyone have a reason, but results are what matter. Last year, we gave the head coaching mulligan, right? We gave him a mulligan. Well, I did, somebody else probably say, nah, Law, they supposed to win multiple games, 13-3, 12-4. They supposed to go to the Super Bowl. I'm not going to be that guy. But I'm going to tell you that 2021, there should be zero excuses. They amount to nothing anyway. Look, for his agent to address the rumors, all I'm saying is there's some type of smoke out there. And when there's smoke, there's fire. So somebody said something about this, because nobody's just going to take something and throw it out there on a tackle for all reasons, right? A right tackle, a lineman who's really not in the news like that. So somebody been talking. I want to know y'all thoughts on this, and I want to know y'all thoughts on the drafting part of it. Do you look into this draft knowing, okay, all right, I got hesitations for the nation on Tyron Smith because we playing more games, and he's been injured every year. And now my right tackle, regardless of the situation in the scenario, he didn't play last year. So it's a comeback situation for him. So I want to know whether or not should we be looking at offense linemen first and foremost, because we still have our reservations on Joe Looney. I think Tyler Biadasz, he would be the starter, but we still have our reservations on Connor Williams. Oh, we still have our reservations on the left tackle and right tackle now. What was built for strength is now built with question marks. And as the offensive lineman group, the top five, the best five that's out there for your offense, you're only as good as your weakest link. So we gonna figure that out too. When there's chink in the armor, teams will drive in on that. So now this whole scenario of what you think or what should be your strength is your weakness. And we seen how that play out, Playboys, right? In the Super Bowl. We seen that. And you don't want to repeat. You don't want to repeat that on your team year in and year out. Let me know if I'm wrong. Let me know if I'm wrong, Cowboy Nation. We've seen one of the better quarterbacks in the National Football League running for his life. I hate for this team to have everything built up and going in the right direction for us to lose out because of our offensive line. We're going to have to make that thing work, and we got to make that thing jump. That's been my time. I really thank you all for yours. And remember, you're listening to nothing but the best. Let's go, Cowboy Nation. Let's go. Oh.